Hey everybody, welcome to the first official episode of On Deck with the Ketts. Brooke Killgore alongside our two play-by-play guys, Connor Schuh, Chris Albright. Really excited to kick off the start of the season, which isn't too far away, guys. We're almost there. It's really exciting to know that in June we will be getting started, and it feels so far, but so close at the same time.
It really does. I'm just so excited to get out there to the Cape after being in Ohio for a little bit too long. I need that nice, warm summer weather. I'm excited for it.
I gotten a head start on the warm summer weather. I'm down here in Phoenix, so it's feeling hot already, but I'll tell you, it's there's no beaches, there's no ocean here, so that's the part I'm excited to get to.
Arizona has never been so warm, and Syracuse, New York has never been so cold. We were just in a tornado warning yesterday, and it was 30 degrees outside after being 60 all week. So this has been crazy weather, all three of us coming from different parts of the country right now to give you some of the best coverage we can this season of the Katuitt Kettleers. We are really excited to take some time. This is more of just an introductory episode for you guys to get to know us. We'll have some special guests on later episodes. So to start off really quickly, guys, we got to introduce ourselves so our fans know who they're tuning into all of the season. So Connor, I'm going to throw it to you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everyone. I am a fourth year journalism major at Ohio State. I'm graduating right before I come up to Cotuit, and I've really just been calling anything I can there for the past 3 or so years. Got to call the national championship run for Ohio State, a lot of basketball games for the men's and women's teams. And yeah, that's a little bit about me. I'm from Huron, Ohio, a little town by Lake Erie, if anyone knows what that is. And I've called a lot of games with the Cotuit alum here as well, Tyler Danberg. I'm sure you guys know that name already by now, but yeah, it's a little bit about me.
My name's Chris Albright. I'm a junior here at Grand Canyon University, which is a school in the heart of Phoenix, Arizona, just a few miles north of Arizona State University. And I've been able to call all different types of athletic events at GCU. And I'm really excited for this upcoming summer in Katuitt. Just being able to join a long lineage of great broadcasters. I know I have become great friends with Chris and Stephen Carey, who were in the booth before me just a few years ago. And to just know all those great names that have come before, it truly is an honor to be up in the booth and ready to just kill it this season with Connor and Brooke.
Thank you both so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Brooke Kilgore. I'm a sophomore studying broadcast and digital journalism at Syracuse University. So, the opposite end of where Chris is right now, extreme cold versus extreme heat. But I'm from Tempe, Arizona, so I know both sides of it as well. I work for the Syracuse Men's Club hockey program out here as a broadcaster and the head beat writer. I'm also affiliated with the AHL minor league team, the Syracuse Crunch, who's Tampa Bay's affiliate, as well as a broadcast intern. So, get to do a lot of hosting and talking to the players out there, which is really great. Love to know from the both of you, though, why did you choose to come to Katuitt out of all the internships you could have possibly had?
I think the first thing was seeing some of the names that have come through here, not only on the diamond, but also in the broadcast booth. And a couple of the first ones that come to mind are some of the ones that Chris just mentioned, the Carey family and those guys who broadcasted here before. And a lot of it came off the recommendation of Tyler, who I talked about earlier. And I've heard so much about the pedigree of this league and how it's kind of the top of the top in terms of broadcasting internships. And it's the best you could get. So I felt like shooting for it and really hit it off in the interview. Really enjoyed talking to Leah and Scott. And now I'm just happy to be here. I'm along for the ride.
I think, Connor, you just hit the nail on the head as to why Katuitt is so special. It truly is the best of the best here on the Cape. And the Cape is, the gateway to major and minor league baseball. I'm no stranger to all the great names that have came before, and not just broadcasting, but player-wise as well. It's some top talent. And I think for any aspiring broadcaster or player, this is the doorstep in. And that's what really drew me out here. For Katuitt specifically, just such a small village, and there's so much history and community in the village. That's what really sets it apart. It's not just the nine guys out on the diamond. It's truly everyone in the village that makes it possible. The host families, the volunteers, the interns, everyone really converging together in this little village that I'm so excited to call home. I mean, just looking at the pictures, it's beautiful. And I think that's what will make it especially so special to me. It's just the true family aspect in the community.
That's the hard part of going after these two broadcasters is they tend to take everything you want to say and just make it sound so articulate. So I will do my best to go after them. Syracuse University has a long connection with the Cape Cod Baseball League. A lot of our broadcast kids love going here because of the real life experience you get. It's one of the top programs in the country in terms of just, broadcasting, but also the level of competition as Scott and or Connor and Chris were mentioning there. And it's just incredible to see how much the community comes together to rally around the program and also the interns. There's been so much love for us already on Instagram. So thank you guys for connecting with us and making us feel at home, even if it's just through an Instagram post. But I'm really excited to see all the different stories that this town has to offer. And I'm really excited to get to the storytelling element of it all. So we're really, really pumped to come out there very soon. June could not come soon enough. But for you guys, I'd have to ask, what is your favorite home run call if you have one?
It's a good old it's out of here. One of those, I think that gets the job done pretty consistently. It's a classic. Everyone's leaned on that one a little bit, but I think if I've got nothing else up in the tank and I'm thinking of just one phrase to just rip right as that ball's going over the fence, it's out of here. That's the one.
I'm with you, Connor. There's some that just, when you're not thinking and you just need to say something, there's a few ones that come to mind. And for me, one of those is forget about it. One of the do or die ones for me, especially if it's just a monster shot. Player just turns on one, sends it a mile. Forget about it. Sums it up perfectly. That ball's not coming back. You can kiss it goodbye. Maybe I should just start using those. Those are all good. They convey the same point, but forget about it for me. That's one of my go-tos.
Get ready to hear a lot of both of those calls this summer. We're hoping to see a lot of great homers through and through. I mean, I'm not really on the play-by-play side. I'm hoping to get a couple of calls in the booth with the both of you at some point. I would have to say Bismarck, North Dakota. We had one of the interns step in as the play-by-play guy for one night, Kyle Tattlebaum from the University of Georgia. And the first night he was up there, we won like 8-0. It was a crazy game. And the first home run we had, he out of nowhere just goes bang, bang, choo choo train. That ball is gone. I'm hoping at some point we can use it for whatever reason, but I just thought that that was a really great call, really concise, and just really fun. So thank you, Kyle, for that. All right, moving on. We have a really, really stacked schedule to take a look at. There's going to be a lot of away and home games. We've got coverage for all of those for you guys coming out throughout the season. Love to know, what is the game you guys are most excited for?
I think for me, the first team that comes to mind is Falmouth, a team that's close by. Seems like them and Cotuit have a whole lot of history and time in the Cape Cod League. And I know there's probably a ton of great players that are coming to their roster this year. And I think it's a dogfight every single time you see those two teams go across town and play each other. So I think that's the main one for me.
Now, I have to stick more local too, close by. My mind goes to the Barnstable Patriot Cup series that Katuitt has with Hyannis. That little rivalry got going on. There's a lot of history there. Two teams within the same general area and playing for that Patriot Cup. I know that always gets intense. It gets exciting for the fans and for the teams. And I'm excited for Katuitt to take home that Patriot Cup series this upcoming summer and hoping for some good games against Hyannis.
Say for me, Born. I get the vibe, the champion, the West Division Championship. They played against them last year when Katuitt was that second seed, Bourne was that fourth seed, really battling it out. A lot of great plays, a lot of great stops out there. Bourne is such a fierce competitor, and I'm really excited to just see how those two teams duke it out there on the mound. And of course, we will be there several times this season. They'll come to us several times this season, which ties in to the next question. What ballpark are we most excited to see?
Well, the obvious answer is Cotuit. I legitimately believe it's, at least in terms of the pictures I've seen, most beautiful I've seen so far. Just the view of the ocean in the back behind those trees, that overhead view you can see in Brooke's camera frame here. It's awesome. And there's not really much that can compare to it. But in other teams, I really like Hyannis's field. They've got kind of a similar vibe. The town's kind of in the background. There's a lot of trees surrounding as well. I always think that's a very cool vibe. So really excited to call in Hyannis as well.
I think for me, what you all will start to find out quick is I am a food guy, and being from the mid mountain west, we'll call it, in Colorado, where I was born and raised, and now Arizona, the seafood scene is not that great. So I'm going any place that will serve clam chowder, any fields that have their own, lobster maybe. Those will be my favorite parks to visit. And I know YD has the donut burgers, I believe, the nationally acclaimed burgers with the donuts for the bun. And I think those are calling my name. So I'll be excited to go there and get some donut burgers as well.
Chris is really happy that he's headed to the Cape Cod League this summer for that exact reason and not staying out west. But of course, California does have some great seafood as well, so you can't diss on that. I would just have to say, yeah, the obvious answer, Katuitt. I remember when I got my call from Leah over the Thanksgiving break period with the internship offer. I remember she just held up her phone and she was kind of like, "Here's Katuitt, look at it, like take a look." And it was just absolutely beautiful. It was stunning and just everything. You can just tell that it's a spot where the community likes to come together and play, and the players and the coaches are really valued for what they bring on and off the field. So I'm really excited to see how that goes and be out there with you two this summer. It's going to be such a great experience, everything through and through. So that is unfortunately all the time that we have for today. But of course, we've got a lot coming up, guys. Who is gonna be on our next episode?
Well, that's going to be the man himself, the new head coach, Lauren Hibbs. Really excited to talk to him.
I can't wait. I'll second that, Connor. Coach Hibbs, excited to pick his brain, the new skipper for Katuitt, and chock full of knowledge. He's been around the block quite a few times, especially at the collegiate level. So excited to hear what he'll be bringing to the table this upcoming season.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So thank you guys so much for tuning into our first episode. We really loved getting a chance to introduce ourselves and hoping to gear up for a great season. So make sure to hit that follow like for all your Katuitt updates all season long. Thank you so much.